Hi, welcome to PHP and MySQL video. This is a list of suggestions on how to use this video. The notes for this video can be found at this URL, which is loaded here. And we have been doing step 4, example 9, and we finished most of the index, we finished the delete, and we are going to add products. Okay, so before you start, make sure you have your XAMPP running. Start your Apache web server. Start your XAMPP, start your Apache web server, start your MySQL database server, and then we go to PHP MyAdmin by clicking the button here or by clicking on the link, or by directly keying the link like this. So let's click on the button here. So we go to PHP MyAdmin, and I have already logged in, so they didn't ask me for the user login and password. If they ask you for the user login and password, use Harry and Elbow Monkey. Okay, because I was making videos, I've already logged in. All right, so now, this is Kung Fu Panda shop, and these are the products. So we delete a couple of products in the previous example. So let's look at our index page. So we go and key in localhost myphp in the URL. Control C, Control V for me. I go to my index, eg009 index, and we have deleted a couple of stuff. So we want to add stuff back, okay? So in order to do that, and we finish delete products. So in order to do that, what we're going to do is we are going to create a link here. And when we click on the link, we want the user to go to a new page called eg009e underscore add product form.php. Okay. And then in add product form, you'll create a form for the user to key in stuff. All right. So we're going to do that. And then when the user key in stuff, they are going to be directed to another page called eg009f underscore add product.php. So the user would, so this file will capture what the user input here, add a product to the database, and then send the user back to the index. Okay, so let's do that first. So let's open our 9C index. So go back to C drive, 10, myPHP, 9, 9C index. Open with Notepad++. And then we are going to create a link below here. Scroll down. We are going to create a link below the table. Hyperlink to a file we have not created yet. And that file is called eg009e underscore add product form.php. And add product is what we want to see on the page. Reload. So we have a link below. So if you click on it, you get a file not found because we have not created that file yet. So the next step, what we're going to do is we are going to create a product form. And as you guessed, we can make use of some stuff that we have done. So let's copy our error page, and then we can change stuff. Okay, so go to the 9 eg009 folder. We go and create the 9b. We are going to copy the 9b database error. Copy, paste, because we do not want to rewrite everything from scratch. So we copy this and rename it to 9e add underscore product underscore form. The spelling must be exactly the same as the spelling there. And open this in Notepad++. And I'm going to switch between the tabs so you take note of which tab I'm looking at. Kung Fu Panda Shop. Everything is the same here. We have header Kung Fu Panda Shop. And I'm going to change this to product manager. And then we have a main. Obviously, we don't need the database error. And under main H1, we say add product. Control S to save. Now let's see what we have. Come back here. Click on add product. We have add product form. Okay. And then here we're going to create a form. Obviously, you're going to submit it to the add product page. So create a form. Method. We can use get or post method. We're going to use post method action ID. Okay. Why do I need an ID? All right, let's see. So the method is post method. Action is the name of the last file, which is the 9f appproduct.php. You should type it in. I'm lazy. I'm going to copy. ID, I'm going to call it appproduct form. I think it has something to do with the main.css. Because they use ID to format the page, so I have to give it an ID. Appproduct form, okay? And we are going to create a couple of things, all right? So the first thing we want to collect, so you want to key in and allow user to create product. So we need product name, list price, product code, and we are also going to show categories. Categories is the most difficult part because we cannot use ID. We have to show the name, which is from another table, okay? Because it's a one-to-many relationship. So let's do that. Okay, label. And in the main, they give you some kind of formatting, flow left, set a width. So very nice indentation is done. So the first thing is category. Okay, the next thing is, so you don't want the input. You don't want to use the input category because category is fixed names. So you want a drop-down box. Okay, drop-down box. We're going to create a dummy drop-down box with hard coding. And I'm just going to give them one option. Value equal to something. I'm just going to say hard code value 1 action figures. Okay, value 1. Hard coding, we have to change this later. All right, let's see what we have. Control S to save. Reload. So we have a dummy drop-down list. And then the second one is going to be the category, is going to be the product code. And then it's an input. then BR. We're going to repeat it 3 times for code name and list price. So a good thing to do is just repeat it 3 times with the syntax, and then we fill in the blanks. Control C, Control V, code, text. Oh, I should have typed in the text. Name, text, list price, text. Let's see what we have. Oops, I missed a BR. Miss a line break. Okay. All right, looks really good. And then we need a submit button, of course, or else the form won't work. We need an empty label, so non-breaking space means blank. Okay, so the type is submit and value is add product because it's a submit button. So now you have a form. And if you add product, they will submit to the add product.php, which you haven't created yet. You get an error message. Oh, error message. And I probably should create a link here in the main to link it back to the first page. And I can copy my link from my first page, or I can create it. Let me just copy this link from A to A and then wrap it around a P to create some space and link it back to eg009C index. Control S to save, reload, and you have a link. So you can navigate now. All right, remember the hard coding here. We want a drop-down list to show what is from the categories table. And to do that, we have to load all the things from the category table first. And you know what? We did that before, right? We did that index. So we go to the index, copy the required ones, Control C, Control V, and look for the code that select everything from categories, order by category ID, which is this part. Okay, copy C, Control C, come over here, Control V, and let's see if it works. So we uncomment this. This should return everything from the categories table and put it on top. Control S to save, reload. Yep, you get it. That is correct, okay? But you don't want it to be on top. You want to put it here. So we are going to comment it out. You have to comment it out or else it won't run below. And then you wrap this option around a for loop. You get it. Before the option, add PHP. After option, add PHP. Before option is the for each loop here. After option is the end of for each loop here. And inside here, so now it's going to repeat the action figure 3 times. Control S to save, reload. You will get 3 action figures, which are not correct. So this part, hard coding, should be replaced by PHP, which is the category name. This part need to be replaced by a PHP, which is a category ID. And then we can copy category ID, Oh, sorry, I need an echo. Copy this into the first part and copy this into the second part. Control S to save, reload. So now you have this happening for you, okay? And if you view source, what it generated is, oh, I make a mistake. Okay, if you view source, what you have generated is a good idea to go and do a HTML validation after this. Okay, so if you view source, you realize they generated 3 option value for you, 1, 2, 3, and this is the value, but this is the display. And I make an error here. Let me Control S to save, reload. Okay, that fixed that. All right, that scares me a little bit. Let's try to do a HTML validation. Technically, it should validate every time you finish a file. So Control S. Nope. Where's the select? Oops, sorry, not Control S. Control A, I think. So you should do a Control A to select all. Control C to copy. And then go look for HTML validator. Normally the first one. Go to the direct input, Control V to paste, check. You should have no error or warning, okay? All right, so that made me feel better. Okay, so we finished the add product form, all right? So when you do add product, so let's say you want to add something to it, okay? For example, you want to add, I think we deleted a couple of things. Let's say you want to add Mantis, all right? Code is Mantis. Name is list price is $16. Okay, add product, you get an error message. Oops, because the second file was not found. Okay, so that's not good. So we have to create a second file. All right. Okay, but my video is getting a little bit too long, so I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to stop this video and start the next part again in the next video. Okay, I don't want my video to be more than a certain time. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.